welcome to Daily Dictation. This is an interactive video to help you practice your English skills. Today, we are going to practice your listening skills and your writing skills. I am going to read 5 sentences related to the topic of crime. You will write down each sentence to the best of your ability, and after that, I am going to show you what each sentence looks like after it is written perfectly. And after that, I'm going to explain some grammar tips and tricks to you, as well as some spelling tips to help you improve your writing skills. This video is at a low intermediate level. This skill of being able to take down correct information as you listen is best developed if it's practiced every day. So there's new sentences each weekday, new topics each week, and 2 English levels offered. The instructions for this activity: you will need a blank piece of paper and a pencil or a blank document to type into. 5 sentences will be read. Each sentence will be read 3 times and 1 more time at the end. You have to write down each sentence exactly as you hear it, and you will use your listening skills to do that. Try your best to apply the correct spelling, punctuation, and capitalization. Now, you are going to see numbers 1 to 5 on the screen. Each number represents a different sentence that will be read. We'll start with sentence number 1. Number 1. The police arrested the suspect for the crime. The police arrested the suspect for the crime. The police arrested the suspect for the crime. Number 2. The judge sent the thief to jail. The judge sent the thief to jail. The judge sent the thief to jail. Number 3. Stealing breaks the law and leads to a fine. Stealing breaks the law and leads to a fine. Stealing breaks the law and leads to a fine. Number 4. The police caught the thief stealing. The police caught the thief stealing. The police caught the thief stealing. Number 5. The suspect was arrested for breaking the law. The suspect was arrested for breaking the law. The suspect was arrested for breaking the law. Now I will read each sentence one more time, starting with sentence number 1. The police arrested the suspect for the crime. Number 2. The judge sent the thief to jail. Number 3. Stealing breaks the law and leads to a fine. Number 4. The police caught the thief stealing. Number 5. The suspect was arrested for breaking the law. All right, so that is a list of all of the sentences for today. We're going to get ready and see what those sentences look like. If you found that this video was a little bit too fast, listen again and slow down the playback speed to make it go slower. If you want to listen to specific sentences again, just check the description for timestamps, and this will help you listen to specific sentence numbers. So we're going to look at each sentence in a little bit more detail, starting with sentence number 1. The police arrested the suspect for the crime. So for this one, just looking at the grammar breakdown first, the sentence breakdown, the police is the subject. Arrested is the main verb and it's in the simple past, and the suspect is the object of the sentence. Now, we do provide more context by applying the preposition to say the reason, and it is followed by a noun over here that states the reason. For spelling, you just want to remember that there's 2 R's in the word arrested. That can be a little bit tricky sometimes. And when you say suspect, don't forget the C. When we say this word really fast and when you hear it, you might not hear the C as well, but you do want to practice writing that if you forgot it so you can remember that it's there. Also, the word police has a CE, which does make an S sound. So make sure that you have CE and you practice that if you didn't get that correct. Number 2, the judge sent the thief to jail. So here we have very much a similar structure. The judge is the subject, sent is the main verb in the simple past. It's irregular, so it has a T here. The thief is the object. And now we're not saying a reason, we're saying a direction or a direction to where somebody is going. So we're using the preposition to for that, and then still a noun here. As for spelling, we just want to remember that there is a D in judge, even if you can't hear it. If you miss that, make sure you continue to spell it. And the GE at the end, it sounds like J, but it's not J, it's GE. So if you got that incorrect, make sure that you practice it. Thief, it follows the rule I before E. In almost every word in English, I will come before E when these 2 letters come together. Stealing breaks the law and leads to a fine. Now, in this case, we have a subject, and the subject is an ing word, but is acting like a noun here. So we call that a gerund. Breaks. This is a general truth. So we're going to make sure that we are using the simple present tense because that is the tense that is used for general truths, which is why we have the S here. The law is the object of the sentence. And we have a conjunction to tell us more information about our consequences besides breaking the law. What else? Leads to. So that's a verb. It tells us the direction and then noun. So that is how we break down that sentence. Overall, most of the words are pretty short. Just remember stealing. In this case, there's only 1 L here. There's no double consonants. And there's an EA, not to be confused with the word steel, which is a metal material. That is a word in English, but it's a noun and it's a type of material, stainless steel that you see on like refrigerators. That's what this means. Not to be confused with the action of taking something that is not yours. The police caught the thief stealing. So the police is the subject here. Caught is the verb. It's an irregular verb. So the spelling is really tricky. It has the UGHT at the end. So most people get this wrong because it sounds the exact same as the word cot, which is another name for a temporary bed. And so caught and caught sound the same, but this one, the verb is spelled much differently. So make sure you understand the spelling and have spelled it correctly. Again, we have thief, remembering I before E. And stealing, remembering that there is just one L, it's not double consonant, and it's EA, not EE. And number 5, the suspect was arrested for breaking the law. So here, the suspect is the subject, remembering that C. Was is a form of be. Suspect is singular, so the form of be in the past is going to be singular as well, which is why we're saying was. Remembering the double consonant in arrested, you can also split it up like this, R, rest, id, to help you remember the letter order if that is easier. And this is actually, even though it's ed, it is an adjective. The adjective forms do have ed in some of them. So this is an adjective for the grammar breakdown. For is the preposition, and then we're following with breaking this time, which is a gerund. So that is a little bit of information about the sentence breakdowns and some tips about words that could be tricky and how to remember the spelling or what to practice, and some different words that kind of sound alike but are not the same at all, like steal and steal, caught and caught. You can see here that there's some bold words. Those are the vocabulary words related to this topic that we're studying this week. Here's a list of those vocabulary words so you can practice more. We have the words crime, thief, steal, police, jail, fine, law, judge, suspect, arrest. So make sure you study those words and feel really comfortable with them. Know how to use them in your own sentences, know the different word forms, because this could be a topic that comes up. It's really common in EAL classes, ESL classes, because it comes up in day-to-day English a lot. It will be seen on the news quite often. And also if you are doing IELTS or TOEFL or something like that, it could come up in the speaking or even the listening or the writing portion. So make sure that you understand it and are able to show that you understand these vocabulary words to get a good score on that part of the exam if that's what you plan on doing. Besides that, we are all finished for today. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on practicing your English, and I'll see you next time. Bye.